What is up, Booktube? It is Mia coming at you today with another video, this time a book review. But first and foremost, happy Booktube-a-thon Eve, I guess we're going to call it, because tomorrow is the 30th, which officially kicks off Booktube-a-thon. So I plan on vlogging my experience doing this. This is my first year participating, so yeah, we're going to see how that goes. So if I don't post anything during next week, that is why, because I'm going to be too busy reading. Yeah. But I just wanted to get that out the way for everybody else who's participating. Congratulations and good luck. And today I'm just going to come at you guys with a very quick book review. 2 books, you guys. 2 for 1 today. So first and foremost, I want to say that they were good books. I was disappointed in how much I liked one and didn't like the others, but we'll get more into that in the review. And as always, you guys, thank you for tuning in to watch it. And while you're at it, make sure you hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, and all that good stuff that they always tell you to do down below. So we're going to start off with my disappointed read. Now, I was going to hold off on doing this review. I was just going to do like a little quick summary during the wrap up, but I wanted to give a little bit more in detail. I don't mean to offend anyone, and I hate, like I said before, as a community, we always feel like we have to say, like, I didn't mean to offend no one. This is just my opinion of the book, but I'm going to put it out there. And that book that I'm talking about is The Astonishing Color of After by, what's her face, Emily X.R. Pan. Now, when this book first came out, I heard nothing but praises about it. It's so good. It's so real. It's so majestic. It's so wonderful. It's a tearjerker. And I'm not saying that it's not any of those things, but what I am saying is it wasn't pretty. I DNF'd this book in the middle, and it felt so bad about it that I picked it back up and pushed through and read it. Now, it is not a horrible book. I think I gave this maybe 2.5, maybe 3 stars on Goodreads. I can't remember. I gotta double check it. But you guys know I hate giving books really low ratings when it was just like a personal thing. Like, it wasn't for me, but it still was a good story. So just a quick synopsis. This book follows Leah, whose mother commits suicide, and Leah goes on a trip to Taiwan to meet her mother's parents, her grandparents. And Leah is trying to figure out why her mother killed herself. Basically, in a nutshell, her mother goes through depression. She goes through, she is Asian. I don't want to say Chinese, but we're going to say she's Asian. And she married an American white guy, and he had Leah. So all of that also deals with issues in the story. And I'm really doing a crappy job of telling this, but it's been all over Booktube. So, and the fact that Leah's mother turned into a bird, I thought it was going to be figuratively. I didn't know her mother was literally going to turn into a bird. And I don't want to get too much into it. I don't want to spoil it too much, but like I said, a lot of you guys out there have already read this, so I'm gonna try to keep it short and sweet. I just didn't get it. I wanted it to be more of a story about why her mother was depressed and why did she kill herself, or committed suicide, I should say. And it doesn't really explain why. We go through this whole epic journey of flashbacks with her mother and her parents, like her dad and everything like that, but we don't really get to know what was the reason that caused her depression, because from what I can tell, she was a very happy woman, very happy mother. She married the man of her dreams. She had the career she always wanted. And the book kind of summed it up as, you know, some people are just depressed, and unfortunately it leads to suicide. And I know that is actual statistic fact, but if I'm reading a book, if I'm pushing through 400 plus pages in a book, I would like an actual answer. That was my only gripe with this book. I did not like the romance plot in it. I think it was just unnecessary at all. I was more interested in the flashbacks about Leah's grandparents more than anything. Other than that, I could care less. I didn't feel connected with the parents. I don't think Leah was I believe she was a believable character, and when she was trying to tell her dad that her mother was a bird, he was like, he don't believe her or whatnot. But then it was all kind of like tied up together in one big bow at the end. Of course, but you guys know I really hate that with something that could be so power driven. Like, don't put it in a bow. Give me an answer. So that was it. And like I said, I stopped in the middle but picked it back up. Am I glad I read it? Yeah, because then I always would have wondered what was going on. But yeah, and the other thing I just wanted to know, unless I glanced over it or I just completely, I'm gonna put this down because the glare is bad, maybe I just completely didn't get the gist of it, was why was her mother a bird? In the book they clearly say that she had like this like cicada, which is like what, it's like the little bugs like a jade cicada that she used to always wear, and her sister had one. I don't remember exactly, and I know it wouldn't be more powerful for her mother to turn into a bug, and I'm not being funny, but I just was just curious about why a bird, a big red bird, that she was leaving feathers. And like I said, I'm not even gonna go into all of that, but yeah, I think, like I said, 2.5 to 3 stars. Yeah, that's it. So that was my disappointed read. But my most surprising read for out of these two was actually Save the Date by Morgan Manson. This is my first Morgan Manson book I read. I've seen The Unexpected. Is it The Unexpected Everything? I've seen that all over Booktube. I've seen it all in the bookstores, and I was just the cover alone was just like, no, I don't think, is it like a fluffy contemporary? No, and you guys know I don't do those too much. I haven't lately, but it's not something that I would go and get from the store. But anyway, I seen this one, and I absolutely love this cover. Like, it is screaming big movie feels to me, like Hallmark. And that's exactly what this book is. This book follows a girl named Charlie, whose her oldest sister is getting married, and their parents are selling the house, and everybody's going off to college. It's like a whole gang of siblings, and it's basically following the wedding in which everything in the world goes wrong. And when I say everything, I mean everything. Throughout this book, I was literally waiting for freaking aliens to come in and take over their bodies and make them marry each other at one point. That's just how outrageous this book was. But I actually did like it, and I'm surprised how much I did like it. Like I said, the whole time I was reading it, I just envisioned, you know, sitting on the couch with some popcorn watching a Hallmark movie. That's what this book was. The only gripe that I had about that book was by the time we got to page like 300, the same astronomical things just started happening, and I was just kind of over it. I was just like, can these two finally just get married already? Can Charlie pick a college already? Can the parents sell the house already? Without something was happening. It seemed like every 30-40 pages a big thing was happening. And like I said, by the time I got, and the book only had like a little over 400 pages, but by the time I got to the last 100, I was ready to put it down. I took a break from it. Usually, if I'm at the last 100 pages, the last, you know, mile of the book, I can knock it out in an hour or two. That took me like 3 days to finish 100 pages. No lie. And like I said, that was probably like the only gripe with it. And then it wasn't even like, the stuff that started happening was just out there. It was just like, okay, did the cake really need to be destroyed? You know, did the house have to lose all of electricity on the wedding day, and the bridesmaids wasn't able to get their makeup done, and they couldn't light the tent that the wedding was being held at? You know, it's kind of like, yeah, couldn't you think of something a little bit more better? Aside from that, I really liked the little romance plot that they had going on between Charlie and the guy that we want her to be with, which was, I'm not going to say, but we all know the guy that we wanted her to be with, and I'm glad that it wasn't, you know, focused on that. That was kind of open-ended in the sense of like, this could work, or maybe not. And it wasn't just like a simple, I declare my love for you, and we're going to get married, and we're going to have children, and that's it. It was like, no, it was like, yeah, we'll see. It was nice knowing you, but yeah, we'll see. And I really, really, really liked that. Yeah, like I said, that was my only gripe with the book. Even after they got married, which isn't a spoiler. I mean, like, come on, it's a wedding book. after the sister got married, more shit was still happening. I was just like, oh my god. I was like, what else can go wrong? Like, the wedding is over and stuff was still happening. So if you're looking for something that's just like fluff, funny, wholesome, out there, then Save the Date is definitely the book. I really enjoyed it. Of course, the characters were two-dimensional. I really didn't connect with anybody, but like I said, it was just a fun read. And I think that's all I wanted to say about that book. That was it. So I'm going to end it there because that was it. Those are the 2 books I read within the last couple of weeks in preparation, so that I wanted to get it out the way so that I have all week to do my Booktube books. And I had already made that video, and I will link it down below for anybody who did not see it and who's interested in seeing what it is that I chose to read. I will do that for you guys because I love you so much. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I do want to say that in some sort of way, this book made me cry because it was about a wedding, and my ex-husband got married last year, and I cried only because I was like, damn it, he beat me to the altar. But that was it. Other than that, great read. So I'm ending it there, wrapping it up. Like I said, as always, thank you so much for watching. Hit subscribe, tune in next week. Love you guys. Bye, loves.